I'd now like to introduce another graduate, Paul Rooney. Paul worked as an engineer in the electronic manufacturing industry for 15 years, and then subsequently, after losing his job, he enrolled with Pharma Labs on a springboard course in pharmaceutical and medical device operations. And Paul is now working in a medical devices consulting company. If I could hand over to you, Paul.
Thank you, Mary-Liz. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to be given the opportunity just to speak to you about my experience and the vital part that Springboard programme has played in my life. I graduated from the University of Limerick in production engineering, and following graduation I worked in a company called Teradyne in Dublin for 10 years. It was just before the Celtic Tiger, so it was a great time just to be in a company that was growing, sales were increasing, and there was a constant hiring of staff. During that time, I got to really have great exposure in a variety of different products in different areas, like various roles from new product introduction, product engineering, quality, and supply chain. One of the things about the company was they were also very much geared in towards continuous improvement. They had a strong continuous improvement ethos and provided me with a scope to learn and to teach many of the quality management tools. I subsequently worked for a company called Benchmark Electronics. Again, it was still in the electronics sector, and I worked with them for 5 years, building really on the skills I had acquired from the first job I had. The company was a contract type of company, so I had a lot of exposure to different types of products and different types of technologies over those years. However, like the previous company, they closed their doors and they moved to a lower cost region. So for the first time since I left college and with over 15 years experience, I found myself unemployed. I started looking at job opportunities in a very competitive market. Even with my many years of experience, it didn't seem to be enough. Opportunities were fewer, and the competitiveness of the candidates out there was even greater. I started looking at where the opportunities were presenting themselves, what industries were hiring, what industries were investing in Ireland. And it became evident to me, with my background, that the next move was into the pharmaceutical and medical devices arena. One of the challenges I had, though, was I realised that the skill set I had, or at least the experiences I had, were limited, and I needed to undertake formal training. I was very specific about the course I wanted. Even before I started looking, I wanted something short, intensive, and covering particular subjects that would transition me into the pharma and medical device sphere. Looking online, I quickly came across a Springboard course that ticked all the boxes for me. It was a course provided by Pharma Labs and Springboard. It was a course in pharmaceutical and medical device operations. It was short, intensive, a level 8 course, and that covered all the right material that I considered important, and it was also fully funded. The application process was online, and I received confirmation of my place very, very quickly. I began with the course last September 2012, and it completed in January 2013. The five-month duration suited me because reskilling and upskilling was a priority for me, but also getting back into the jobs market as quickly as possible. With regard to the course specifically, it was an excellent course, although it certainly wasn't without challenges. For example, I don't have a background in science, yet many of my fellow students had strong backgrounds in science. However, on the other hand, I had considerable hands-on manufacturing experience where the other students in the class did not have. So this created a healthy environment where we're able to learn from each other and share best practice. There were also a good blend of lecturers, both from academia and from industry. The content was very well prepared, very well presented, and was always relevant. Particularly helpful on the course was the coaching we received from Pharma Labs on the job search process and the guidance in networking into the life sciences industries. There was continuous assessment throughout the course, and at the end of the course, we had to sit formal examinations in all subjects. Thankfully, I passed them all and qualified from the course successfully. My goal for completing the course was to move myself into an industry which had good employment opportunities and which had good future prospects. I'm delighted to say that within a few weeks of me completing the course, I secured a position with an Irish company called GXP Systems, who provide quality and regulatory advice and support to pharma and medical device companies. For me, the move into the life sciences arena came even sooner than I actually had imagined. In my new role as senior quality systems engineer for a company making defibrillators, I have a high level of responsibility on gaining excellent experience in a new field. The Springboard course has without doubt helped me to secure this position. I am actively applying the skills and knowledge that I learned through the course in my everyday situations. I'm grateful to the Springboard programme for helping me get back to employment. Thank you, everyone, for listening.